Hi everyone, it's Ashley, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing what I have been warming and burning, and I am going to start it off by talking about the Scentsy Spring Brick Release and my thoughts after warming these. So I do believe by the time this goes live, the bricks should have launched. So if you're interested in checking them out, they should be available. I guess I have no idea how fast they could sell out, but it is $24 for one. These are massive, by the way, like they're really big. Or you can bundle and save two for $40. If you don't want to get this giant brick, you can put them in your Scentsy Club and just get the bar size. So if you have any brick questions down below, let me know. But I feel like most of us are familiar with bricks at this point, but I don't want to assume we all are. So let's get into it. And there's 5 different scents. I have them here, I think from least favorite to most favorite. I like them all, but I don't love them all, let's just say. So let's get right to it. The first one I have is cucumber and cactus water. I would say out of the 5, this is probably my least favorite. I'm still gonna melt it, but it's not like one I'm necessarily going out of my way to reach for, I guess. It's not something I would probably pick out of these 5 if I wasn't a consultant and bought the whole bundle. Let's just say that. The notes are crisp cucumber, wades into refreshing cactus water, and sea salt. So I am noticing that some of these cubes aren't actually cut. I don't know what happened there. This one is very green, like very, very, very fresh and green. I don't know. I've heard a lot of people say like, I get a lot of cucumber from this. I don't know that I do get a lot of cucumber from this. It's very like watery, not in like sea salt air type vibes, but like the way that a cucumber is very watery when you eat it, I can see that, but I don't know that I feel like this smells like cucumber. Also cactus water, what does that smell like? It just smells very fresh and green to me. Honestly, I feel like because I associate greens with floral sometimes, it feels like it's pulling a little bit floral in like a coral waters type way. But I mean, there's no floral really in the notes, but I think I just associate green and floral. It's just super fresh when it's in your house though. Definitely not something that's like my wheelhouse. I'm totally a bakery person, but it is nice. It's definitely not my favorite though. Okay, next to the bottom. This is number 4, Summer Berry Melon. I feel like I like this one. It's just too perfumey. So cassava melon, strawberry, raspberry, and pineapple burst on the scene in a fruity sensation. Like I love fruity and melon and all those things. However, there's something else going on here. I like it, and maybe as I continue to melt it, things will be different. But I feel like there's just a perfuminess. And I feel like I'm even getting it less now than I remember getting when I was warming it. Like right now it just smells really fruity, which I'm all about the fruits. Like if it smells like it did right now when I was warming it, I'd be all about it. So maybe I mean, I've got to keep warming these. Obviously I have a lot to go through. But this, I just remember warming it. It had this like perfumey note. I know I said a lot of these remind me of hairspray, and I do think they do remind me of hairspray. Just because hairspray is just generally like, they put these fruity, like they try to make it smell good, but at the end of the day, it still smells a little bit like alcohol-y and hairspray-like. I don't know. This one, I love the fruit aspect, but something about it just came off as like hairspray, perfumey. I'm not getting it right now though. So maybe this will move higher on my list, but currently it's in 4th. If you're all about fruits, maybe check it out. If you obviously got a sample, maybe you have a different opinion. But this one, maybe get it in a bar in Scentsy Club before you buy the brick. That's maybe what I would suggest, because I feel like it's not just strictly fruit in here, but maybe it's cured a little bit. Maybe it's changed. I don't remember it smelling exactly like it does right now when I had it initially melting, even while I was making samples. Okay, 3rd place. Orchard by the Sea. So this is Corey's favorite. This is an apple orchard flourishes beneath sea salt skies with whispers of crisp linens and green mango. This one is very nice and unique. It's very apple forward initially when I smell it, but I do get that like hint of clean linens. It's not like a laundry scent, but you get a hint of that. And I don't know that I would say mango specifically, but I feel like it's more fruitiness, like there's more depth than just apple. This one, while it was going, a lot of people said this was light. I didn't feel like it was super light, but I do have a smaller home than some people. I feel like I listen to their reviews, so I feel like I have a different opinion sometimes. But this one, I feel like it wasn't as good as it is on cold. I don't know why. And I don't know if it's just like mixing with things in my house. Obviously that can change the scent of things with like things I have plugged in or other things going, the general scent of my house. There's a lot of factors. But when Corey did it in his office, I liked it better than when it was going in the open concept. I don't know why, but I do like it on cold, but I just don't remember liking it as much while I was actually warming it. It could also do with like the temperature outside and how I was feeling that day. Like there's a lot of factors. This one specifically though, I think it's gonna go in my club for Corey. I'm probably gonna put it in his club. He really likes it. Obviously we have a lot to go through, but he really likes this one. It's not my top favorite per se, but I don't hate it. It's not my favorite though. Okay, second fave. These would probably be my like top 2 recs if you're bundling and saving and you have my scent preferences. If you have Corey's, I would check out the Orchard by the Sea. Okay, pink apple and nectarine. So this is pink apple and golden nectarine dance in a field of wild poppies with lush sugar cane. I feel like this one is very fruity and floral, but it mixes perfectly. It's perfect for like spring, summer. I feel like it also would blend really well with a lot of scents. It's just like fruity and girly kind of. It just makes me think of that. Yeah, it's honestly, it reminds me of something that I can't put my finger on. And I don't know that it's like another Scentsy scent per se, or like something from my past. Once again, this one does kind of remind me like a kid shampoo, something along those lines. Because I feel like that's what kids shampoo smells like. I'm just smelling like the random little pieces trying to get some more. Yeah, it's just fruity and girly. I feel like this one kind of has a plasticky undertone, but I don't remember that coming out when it was warming, so I wonder if it's just this plastic container it's in. But this one is probably my top 2 just based on scent preference alone. It's just like fruity and floral. And my last favorite, the other fruity floral scent, it's Beach Daisy. So this is honeydew melon, wild daisies, and green apple make a bouquet of fresh picked paradise. I do think this one's gonna go on my club for sure, along with the Orchard by the Sea. This one, I do get a lot of melon, maybe a hint of apple, but it's fruity enough that it blends with the floral and is not just a straight floral scent. I really like this in my open concept. I felt like doing it there wasn't too overpowering. Like some florals can really kind of just be like, oh, it's too much, but it was beautiful. I really, really like this one. And I feel like it's a good spring, but also good summer because it has that melon in it. So I think this one's my favorite. I'm really curious after re-smelling these just now on cold to retest the Summer Berry Melon because I feel like it's a little bit different than when I melted it. I feel like that sniff right there, I got something that I wasn't getting before. So curious to go through these. I'll continue to like melt them as I work through my spring melting basket. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know which ones you picked up or what you're most excited for. But even if they happen to sell out really fast, which I have no idea what the situation could be, you can put them in your club for up to 30 days, even if they sell out like super fast. So that's my plan for the ones I love. Okay, let's get into the rest of the bars I want. So all of these, if you're following me on Instagram, I've been sharing these in the, I've been trying to participate in the wax challenge that Patricia Gates is hosting for Kentucky Waxy Girl. So you might have this, like, shouldn't be any surprise if you follow me on Instagram. I have just been doing them in my stories though. So I'm probably gonna do like a recap post at the end of every week, just sharing like what I melted because obviously stories go away after 24 hours. So let's go through what I melted. I won't have the days of what I did what, but I'm just gonna share what I did. So I'm pretty sure this one was on the first though. Very bright. Absolutely love this one. This is currently available in the catalog. I thought I had a catalog. Let me tell you the notes because I feel like this one I was always scared to try. It's blue raspberry, clementine, and sugar plum. To me, it's just like a blue raspberry, like Jolly Rancher, those like ring pops, Airhead, blue slushy. It's all of that, this blue sweetness. I really like it. So this one is currently available. I highly recommend if you're into like fruity and sweet scents. The next, which is also currently available, is actually a Disney scent, and it's Ariel Under the Sea. Keep flipping. This one is Emerald Water, Green Apple, and Blue Hibiscus. This is definitely a floral. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad. In my open concept, it has enough room to like spread out and be not completely overpowering. I feel like if you're adverse to florals or the smaller space you use it in, it's going to be stronger. So maybe give this one a test, like ask for a sample from your consultant maybe if you're a little nervous. But not being a floral lover, I actually like this more than I thought I initially would. This is back from last year when it was in a limited time offer, but it is in the catalog right now. So check that one out if you'd like. A new scent, Peace Lily Be With You. I actually really like this one. Surprisingly, it's like, I really didn't have high hopes for it based on the name, but the notes are white peace lily, green apple, watery greens, and a touch of vanilla. I actually get a lot of apple out of here. And so I feel like this one's actually pretty strong in its performance. I only did 2 cubes in my open concept in warmer, and it did pretty well. I think because it has the green and floral notes, it helps make it a little bit stronger. But then I mostly get a lot of that green apple. I feel like in the clam, it really doesn't smell anymore, but I do get a lot of green apple out of this. I would recommend this one, even though it says it's in the floral category. I get a lot of apple personally, so I like that one. We have Disney, oh boy. This one I did yesterday. This is grapefruit, clementine, sugared vanilla. This one is very tart fruit. Like, it's definitely grapefruit like it says, but I felt like yesterday when it was going in my open concept, I even had the patio window just cracked open a little bit, which I do feel like really kind of helped move the air around. But I do feel like having it in the open concept made it not so intense and tart. It kind of just made it almost a sweet fruit, which once again could have been the combination of like things I had plugged in and other factors. But when I did it in my office, it was much more tart. When I did in the open concept, I actually really liked it because I think it just had more room to breathe, and I also had the window open. So I do like this one surprisingly more than I thought I would based on the notes. But is it my like top fruity scent? Probably not. I don't know. I might save these last 2 cubes for Corey. He does like that scent, but it wasn't bad, and I actually liked it a lot more in my open concept. Berry of Paradise. This is not available. I have this in my club. This I did on Strawberry Day, I think. And honestly, it might have been a stretch, but the notes are strawberry in here. And it's just really nice. It's just a nice, like, fruity, but a lot of sugar scent. Some people don't like this, and I can see why, because it almost has that edge of a plasticky note, but when you're melting it, that does not come out. Yeah, this is just like a sweet fruity scent. Love that. We'll put this back in my melting basket. Finished up Birthday Wishes. I love this one. This one, anytime I do it, I'm like, I love this. Why don't I do it more often? And then once I'm like done with it, I like just don't reach for it again. So I have another bar in my melting basket, and so I'm happy that I can reach for that some more. And then Salted Caramel Cupcake. This is a very, very intense caramel scent. Very intense caramel bakery. I was debating if I should keep it in my club or not. It's so intense smelling it on cold, but it wasn't bad in my open concept. I'm definitely going to be testing it some more with these last 4 cubes, and I think I have a bar coming to me in my quarterly club that just is about to ship. It's like processing. So I have some of this, but I'm just I'm debating if it's just a little too sweet. I have plenty of caramel bakery scents to choose from, but sometimes it's hard to let things go out of your club. You guys know the struggle. So that's everything I have been warming. Let's go on to the what I have been burning portion of this video today. Let me make some room. Okay, so let's just start off with this big one that makes a lot of noise. This is my Homeworks Toasted Vanilla Cupcake. So burned this maybe once or twice since we've last talked, maybe only once. I'm pretty sure I've burned it. This one I haven't been marking, so I don't know if we're positive, but I'm pretty sure I have. This one is so good. It's so strong. It's so vanilla and yummy and bakery. So have been working on that one. I do find that hobnail vessel, it's a lot heavier, but I feel like it retains the heat a little better and actually helps that candle do better than some of my other Homeworks candles. Been working on my strawberry pound cake. This one I have had in the Hurricane, which has been helping it a little bit, but it's still kind of struggling. I'm not too worried about it. Like, you can see the wicks are pretty short. They're definitely not ones you have to like trim or anything, but I just love this scent, so I'm not mad about it. It'll probably end up in the crock at some point, but I'm just not ready to put it in there quite yet. Working on mint chocolate milkshake. This is the version that was available a while ago, but because I have this and I have so much of it left, I'm not worried about, I didn't pick it up in this last release when it was available like a couple of days ago. I went to the sale before these actually came out to make sure I got what I wanted, and I knew I wasn't worried about picking this one up. I definitely like it. Like, if you can find it, pick it up. To me personally, I get more mint milkshake than the chocolate chip. Like, to me, this isn't mint and chocolate, it's just mint milkshake, but I really enjoy it. It is a pretty good performer too, at least in this packaging. I'm pretty sure this didn't come with a lid. Pretty sure I had this lid and I just was like, okay, you need a lid. I'm pretty sure those only came with dust covers. Okay, also continuing to work on my country candle coconut and marshmallow. I do find this one, you really have to let it pull out and then it starts to get kind of strong. I feel like as it starts to melt, it's like a lighter throw, and then as the wax pool gets deeper, you're like, whoa, okay, there's the scent. So it kind of takes a minute. This is still the paraffin wax, as you can see from Country Candle, but I do really like the scent, so I'm just continuing to work on it. It's really nice for like this time of year and even into summer, I feel like. And then I did start my blackberry cream frosting. So this does have like Christmassy packaging, but I'll just cover it up. I'm not really too worried about it. This one is like a blackberry and vanilla, really appropriate for this time of year. It's a little bit like heavier. I feel like you could even do this kind of in the fall, just with that tart blackberry, but I love the packaging. I feel like it's nice for this time of year. So started that one up. So that's everything I have been working on. Thank you guys for hanging out and chatting with me here today. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you're melting down below, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.